in my grits. The hits rip through my vocab, no pad and pen. Go straight to the fletcher, it's dope, get a rope. Cause all I wanna do is hang. You ring, call, won't sing, I'll do my thing. I'll kick slang as I bring inventions, attentions. Intentions come like 3 dimensions. Stay focused like locusts, this ain't no trick. Not a magician, nutrition is a daily work of Vito Bailey shirts. What I sport, dressed like Professor King Bean. I eat green beans, I've seen things, been around the world, and I said bye-bye to ways. Now I gaze and praise a higher being. The naked I can't see, and there's a knee in my back. Ambush, attack, boom, boom, boom. Time to fight back, crush the enemies, no frenemies. His face now respect. Mind of violence to silence this lamb Hannibal Lecter. I gotta use my skill, I gotta use my talent. Do what I must, then I trust that I must bust. By my side there's another, phone is another. Weapons coming lethal like Melon Daddy Glover. Pull out the stops and I'm turning all the stones. If my home's out of house, then you can house my home. Big on fickle pharaoh, I'm like a little sparrow. Oh glory, I'll fly away. Hey,
what you got to say?
What you mean?
Yo, what you got to say?
In store for 94, letting my thoughts go on the floor. Beat the words I utter on my grits. I have butter.
You want the butter in your grits?
I want the butter in my grits. You want the butter in your grits?
I want the butter in my grits. You want the butter in your grits?
I want butter in my grits. You want butter in your grits?
I want the butter in my grits. You want the butter in your grits?
I have some butter in my grits. You want some butter in your grits?
I want the butter. You want the butter?
Butter?
Yo, hello. Yeah. I like that. Here we go. Yo, when I bust, it's a must. I need the butter, it's butter. Yeah. I'ma start on the 4. Butter is a must when I bust with grammatical grits. If you will, the skills are infallible. Judgment you'll stare as you glare, not knowing discernment. You're indecisive, so I sense fear. When I grip, never clumsy with the vocab. Your mental state of being when I'm finished needs rehab. Psychopathic poet when I flow to a jazz riff, enhancing intellect. No need for blunt to split. Cause the butter makes me nuts. It's enough that no other can bite this. The way that I write, dismiss any illusion of anticipation. My proclamation is freedom and salvation. In the storm, you're lost by the form of my schism. My structure of rhymes is like a prism. Antiques, my antics will be when I'm done with this. Grits must persist to break beats and bits. Reese put the grease in the pan by the heat from his hand. Produce fat from the mind of the man. He's the man, like 100 grand. On the vibes of the bass played by his hand. Beats booming streets by the dream of Kareem. Like Elijah one had.
King could not sweat.
Like my ace on the pad. Smooth is my style, yes I'm very versatile. The tracks are never white, cause the butter makes it fat. Listen to the flow and the knowledge of the song. Sometimes my rhymes rhyme, sometimes they just don't. Yeah. Check it, check it. I want the butter in my grits, you want the butter in your grits.
I have the butter in my grits, you have the butter in your grits.
I want the butter in my grits, you want the butter in your grits.
I want the butter in my grits, you get the butter in your grits.
Want the butter in my grits, you want the butter in your grits.
Got the butter in my grits, now you got the butter in your grits.
I want the butter in my grits, you want the butter.
The butter in my grits, take the butter.
Take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Otto Price. I want the butter in my grits. I want the butter in my grits.
Hey, butter in my grits. Butter in my grits.
I want the butter in my grits.
Say butter in my grits. Say butter in my grits.
I want the butter in my grits. Thank you.